What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we kick off the Gauntlet Series for the Bose QuietComfort Ultra Gen 2 headphone or earbuds. I'm about to call them headphones. And their first opponent in this one will be the Technics EAH-AZ100. So this is going to be a really good head-to-head. I got a lot of people requesting that these two square off, so why not kick off the series with this one? This is going to be a lot of fun. So if you want to see price, specs, and app breakdowns for each of these earbuds, I'll leave links in the description below to my unboxing videos for both. I'll also leave links where you can pick up one or both of these if you are interested. So real quick, before we kick things off, I know that was going to close. Let's go ahead and pull one of each of these out and just do a quick comparison. As you can see, the QuietComfort Ultras are a much bigger overall earbud, and they are of the I guess you can call STEM style form factor, whereas the Techniques are your in-ear classic in-ear earbud. But I do like the redesign of them coming off of the AZ80s, which I also did like. So again, both of them very nicely done. I am rocking this large stock ear tips for both of these. But I also have the large wing on the Ultras. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and put these guys back in. We're going to go ahead and do our comparisons with noise canceling and mics, and then we'll come back for the sound test. Stay strapped in.
This is a mic test with the Bose QuietComfort Ultra 2nd Gen earbuds in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the Bose QuietComfort Ultra 2nd Gen earbuds in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the Bose QuietComfort Ultra 2 earbuds in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the Bose QuietComfort Ultra 2 earbuds in a crowded location. This is a mic test with the EAH-AZ100 earbuds without AI function turned on in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the EAH-AZ100 earbuds without AI function turned on in a quiet location. This is a mic test with the EAH-AZ100 earbuds with AI turned on in a quiet location. This is mic test with the EAH-AZ100 earbuds with voice AI turned on in a quiet location.
All right, we are out for ANC Test with the Bose QuietComfort Ultra 2nd Gen earbuds, or 2 if you want to call them that. We are currently in transparency mode. Let me pull my app up here. Let me paint the picture while I do that. As you can hear, we've got vehicles running back and forth across, behind me. And we are, and of course we got the train tracks in other side behind the camera, but in front of me. On the other side, you may hear that. We got a light breeze going, so we're doing a really good job here. All right, I just want to quickly show you guys, we are in aware mode. So what we're gonna do is we'll go ahead and put these guys in quiet. All right, now we are in quiet mode, and it got definitely quiet here. Am I hearing some auto? Yes, it's not blocking out 100%, but it's pretty darn close. All right, I mean, it's got really quiet. So let's go ahead and get into immersion. All right, now it's even got even quieter without we're in immersion, and it's gotten even quieter. I mean, we had the in quiet mode, it was whisper quiet, like I could barely hear the cars. Now it's even gotten even more quieter. Is it blocking out 100%? No, I would say 98% of the sound that you're hearing, I cannot hear. Okay, so it is doing a fantastic job of blocking out audio from the ambient sound coming from the cars riding back and forth and everything. Wonderful job. The industry's best noise canceling still continues to be that best. And by the way, I did switch out to a larger ear tip and wing combination, and I'm also not listening to any audio while I'm doing this. This is strictly the strength of the noise canceling within these earbuds, and I have to tell you, still on top of the my list as far as noise canceling earbuds goes. And also, I have my car running right next to me, and I cannot hear that. So it's doing a fantastic job of that. And like I said, very barely can hear the cars running behind me on the street, and I'm not even 10 feet. So they're doing a fantastic job. Again, okay, so if I had to rate these, excuse me, from 1 being absolute trash to 10 being the best out there, I would have to give these guys, I'll say a 9 point. Let's go 9. I'm gonna say 9.5. All right, I'm gonna say a 9.5 because there's always room for improvement. And yeah, I'll give 9.5. I was thinking 9.75, but no, we're gonna stick at 9.5. I feel real comfortable about that. And again, like I said, always room for improvement. So this has been an ANC test of the Bose QuietComfort Ultra 2nd Gen earbuds. All right, we are outside for the ANC test for the Technics EAH-AZ100 Earbuds. It's cold, but I'm gonna show you my ears anyway. All right, I got them in. Okay, now as you can see, we got traffic going back and forth here on the street. Got a light wind. I don't know if the mic's picking it up or not, but it's nice little gentle breeze going through, brisk, and it's cutting right through me. All right, right now, as you can see, we are in ambient sound mode, and we have it turned all the way up to the max. So what we're gonna do now is, of course, now all the cars disappear. But anyway, I can still hear traffic from the streets above me or behind the camera here up on the hill. I can still hear them. And we got some trains and everything in the train yard working, so also behind the camera. So we're gonna pick that up as well. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go ahead and switch on noise canceling. All right, noise canceling is on. I do not have adaptive turned on because I'd rather have it on and off. And I have to admit, now we got traffic going by. I see that car. I could barely hear it. Is it blocking it out completely? No, it's not doing that. But it does have really good noise canceling here. I can feel the wind, but I cannot hear it through the mics. Again, I am using the large ear tips on these, and I'm also not listening to any audio whatsoever. That way we can just get a full perspective of how the ambient sound or the noise canceling technology on these earbuds is working. Now, those two cars that just rolled past, I barely heard them. So they're doing a really good job by themselves here. So how will I rate these guys on a scale of 1 to 10? 1 being absolute trash, garbage. The second, or 10 rather, being the best ever. I think I would give these a solid 7.5 on that scale. They're doing a really good job. Again, you got traffic. I know you can hear it on the mic. It's rolling up and down the road now, but I can barely hear them. They're not completely wiped out, completely blocked out, but it's doing a really good job anyway. So about a 7.5 on my scale. Actually, you know what? No, I think that's a little downplaying. I'm gonna give them an 8. Yeah, we'll give them a solid 8 on this one. Yeah, I think 7.5. Now that I got more cars going by and stuff like that, isn't picked up. They're doing it really good. I'm gonna give them an 8. I'm gonna give them a solid 8 on this one. I feel comfortable with that. So still doing a really great job. So this has been the ANC test for the Technics EAH-AZ100 Earbuds. All right, we're back for the sound test. We're gonna start off with the the QC Ultra 2s or Gen 2s. We are in the Bose app for them. As you can see here, we are going into our modes here. We are in aware mode right now. We will switch that over to quiet in a second. And I just want to quickly show you guys my EQ settings for them. Yes, with the V shape on these. All right, so, and these guys, let me see. I want to check something else out while we're here. Okay, yep, all right. So I just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing anything. Okay, we're good. All right, so we got the EQ setting there. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and get our music ready. I don't know why that is. Let's make sure we at our optimal listening level. All right, we are there. So now what we're gonna do, we'll go ahead and put these guys in. Let's go ahead and flip the camera. All right, what's going on, everybody? Let's go ahead and get the box up so you can see them. All right. Okay, got the chimes going on. All right, let me know that we are connected. So what we're going to do now is we'll go ahead and get on our first song. This is Feeling Good by Dominique Fils-Aimé. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. All right, so here we go. Actually, let's make sure we in our optimal. Wait, let's make sure we in quiet mode here. Oops. Let me. It's not that. Hold on. All right, hold on. Let me get my Okay. Had to go through the cycle to get to quiet. All right, here we go. Sorry about that. All right, so now we got noise canceling turned on. Quiet is on. Let's get it going. Excuse me. All right, right off the bat, don't have to worry about volume. Nice and loud. Good, getting that detail, the breathing. The background vocalists are filling in that space. Very clean. All right. Listening for all the clarity and the detail, like the enunciation just happened with the P's and T's, the way they're popping. Let me get my mic closer here. And her breathing rhythms. You can pick that up as well. And nice. I'm liking the overall clarity of these earbuds. Very nice. Again, I love the background vocalists when they come in and fill in the space. Now they're harmonizing. Very clear. Very nice. Very nice. Such a really good start here to this Gauntlet Series. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead. We'll get the Z100s paired up, take a look at their settings, and see how they handle song number 1. All right, we're back in. We got the AZ100s already paired up. We are in the Technics app. So let's go ahead and go in. We're going to change our setting over to noise canceling already. So I just want to quickly show you my EQ settings for them. All right. I think I get the best out of them with this one. So we're going to go ahead and get these guys in the ears rather. All right, let's go ahead and cut the camera over and get our cutaway. All right, there we go. All right, so now we got our song. Let's make sure. Quick test. All right, we are good to go. Make sure we had our optimal listening level. All right, we are there. Okay, so here we go. Song number 1, AZ100s. Let's get it. Okay. Right off the bat, I like the clarity. Again, getting all that, the rhythm, getting her breathing rhythm, that is. Background vocalists sound nice and clear as well. Again, getting her breathing rhythm. The exhale at the end of the verse. Inhale before the beginning of the next verse. Very clear. Yeah, even picking up the echoing in the background, the slight echoing. Again, they filling in the space, the nicely background space. Love them singers. They sound so clean and so clear. And man, so clear with the background vocalist and the lead vocalist. Again, getting all the detail, the nuances, her breathing rhythms, her enunciation of words. Like I said, even picking up that slight echoing in the background, so you're getting really good detail. All right, so let's go ahead. Again, this is a great start off of the series. Let's get into our second song. All right, we're back in for the second song. We have Pony by Werenoi. We got the QC Ultra Gen 2s in the air. Let's go ahead and get our cutaway. Wrong one. I'm in the box. I'm not supposed to be in the box. All right, there we go. Now let's put this one in the box. There we go. All right, come on, get it right. All right, so here we go. Gen 2s, the QC Ultra Gen 2s, that is, in the air. Second song, let's get it. Again, love the volume. Don't have to worry about turning it up. That piano is nice and crisp in the background. The vocalist sounds nice and clear, too. Ooh, that low-end bass. Ooh, that low-end rumble. Like it. Ooh, I like it. That sounds so clean. It's deep. All right, let's go ahead and turn this up a little bit. All right, that's good. I ain't trying to blow my ears out, but that's good. Over there, how they do this bass drop. Oh, this is, yeah. Woo! And it got that low, too. Oh, that rumble is nice. And the thing is you're not losing the clarity of the vocalist as well. So a good balance, but that bass is serious. Oh, I love it. That bass is just, it gets you. And that low is nice and deep too. Oh, just fantastic. All right, we're going to pop these out. We'll switch right on over to the AZ100s. Make sure they locked in. Quick test to make sure we good. All right, so here we go. Right in the thing. We're going right into the AZ100 second song. Let's get it. Okay. Again, good volume. Don't have to worry about turning it up. Piano is sounding nice and crisp. Very clear. Ooh, okay, that bass. Clean, nice and deep. Good rumble. Ooh, that's smooth. All right, let's go ahead and turn it up. All right, there we go. See how they handle this bass drop. I want to make sure of something too. Okay. Just want to check something. Woo! And that low is nice. So clean. Oh, again, but the vocalist is nice and clear. Let me turn this back down. All right, let me pause that. The vocalist was still nice and clear, even at the higher volume level. Again, I didn't go all the way up. I'm not trying to blow my own ears out, but it sounds really, really good. Man, and that bass, that smooth and low sounding. The low end, I absolutely just like it. Really good challenge here to start off. All right, so let's go ahead and get into song number 3. All right, we're back in for our final song. We all instrumental. We're going to go with Kenny G, Home. We got the QC Ultra Gen 2s in. Let's go ahead and flip the camera. All right, there we go. Let's go ahead and get our cutaway going. All right, so here we go. Final song. Let's get it. Again, right off the bat, that crisp high keys on the piano sound so clear. And I love the transition. You can feel it. You can hear it as they transition to the lower keys. Nice. Again, very clear with that saxophone. Crisp. And you can still hear the low keys giving you that slight rumble in here as well. Very nice. Very clear. Again, that subtle detail of the low keys just give you that nice little low end rumble nugget in there. And again, good spacing with the keyboard and the saxophone too. The balance and spacing, so you get to enjoy both. Man, that is a really clear, the clarity as well. You got to appreciate it with these Gen 2s. Really nice. All right, let's go ahead and pop these out. And we're going to go ahead and put in the AZ100s. All right, quick test. All right, we back in. All right, so here we go. Song number 3, AZ100s are in. Let's go. Yeah, nice, crisp, high keys. Okay, good. I like that transition from high to low. You can definitely hear the bass drop. The bass from the low keys, rather. Saxophone. Crispy. I love the balance. You're still getting that low end, the low keys. They're still giving you that nice little rumble. This sounds so clean. Oh man. Excuse me. I love how crisp the saxophone sounds. Again, you still getting the balance with the keyboard and the saxophone, just like on the QC Gen 2s. And you're getting really good spacing too. Okay. Very nicely. Oh, it's so clean sounding. Both of these guys did a wonderful job. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead. What's wrong with my head? I don't know what's going on. Anyway, what we're going to do now is we're going to go and get this cleaned up, and then we're going to talk about them, break them down category by category, and we're going to pick our winner of the opening round of this Gauntlet Series. Stay strapped in. All right, we are back in, and man, this was a great head-to-head to kick off the Gauntlet Series for the Bose QuietComfort Ultra Gen 2s, and their opponent in this opening round is the Technics EAH-AZ100s. All right, so let's go ahead and break them down category by category. All right, first, let's talk about price. Now, my price is based on the time that I have purchased them. Yes, I know the AZ100s have been out a little longer, and you can probably find them cheaper than at a cheaper price right now, but at the time of my purchasing of them, I'm gonna give them both points because they are equally the same price. All right, so now moving on now to the microphones. I'm going to go ahead and give it to the QC Ultra Gen 2s. I think their mics sound a little bit clearer, even in crowded situations, whereas the AZ100s, they sound okay, but they do let a lot of ambient sound in. Even though you sound clear, there's a lot of background noise, ambient sound that's being allowed in with the into the mics and stuff. Even with the AI feature turned on, you could definitely tell the difference in crowded situations between these two. So I'm going to give that point to the QC Gen 2s. QC Ultra Gen 2. Sorry. Then, of course, going into noise canceling, Bose has the best. They may continue to be the top of the food chain when it comes to noise canceling, and they don't disappoint here. So that point goes to them as well. Now, which brings us to the sound portion of this video, of this breakdown. Excuse me. So basically, they both did a fantastic job on all three levels. All right. First song, really clear, nice sound stage and everything with the QC Ultra Gen 2s. The background vocalists were nice and clear. The lead vocalist, of course, you picked up all the nuance and everything on what her singing and everything and all that. And just all of them, when they were all collective, it sound really good, really clear. Same with the Techniques, the AZ100s here, very clear with the vocalist. Again, you got the nuances and everything as well as just like the Bose. I even picked up some of the light echoing as well. So they both did a fantastic job on song number two. I mean, excuse me, song number one, and it was just really good and really nice and clear from both of them. All right, now when it comes to the bass song, I went ahead and I went and listened to some other songs just because I wanted to get a really clear representation for the Techniques as well as the Bose QuietComfort Ultra. So what I did is I went ahead and yes, y'all saw my EQ settings that I had for the AZ100s. But I'm gonna pull these out here because I want to show you what I did. Just trying to keep it honest here, because I believe that the bass on the AZ100s, in comparison, I think I just wanted to see something basic. I just wanted to test it. All right, so you know that I went in and I started off with this EQ, right? Okay, so throughout the testing, this is what their EQ was throughout the whole thing. All right. So now off camera, and I was listening to these guys again because right here on this bass section, I wanted to be 100% clear. All right. And of course, you guys know with the bass, I had the V shape for the Bose. I did not change that one. So what I did was I went in and I went with my second one, which is the V shape to match the Bose setup or settings. Okay. So what I did was I went back, I did our song, I did our bass song. I listened to that one, and I listened to the Bose again with that bass song. But this time I used these EQ settings for the A100s. And man, I'm telling you, it was a world of difference. It was a definite world of difference. I did not change the volume level, but I did go ahead and do this off camera. So I just wanted to let y'all know, because I know if I didn't say this and I didn't show you this, that someone in the comments would say, well, you had it where the bass was lower, you had your bass turned down on the AZ100s where it was turned up on the Bose. So now I'm going back to show you that, yeah, I even went off camera and went in and turned the bass up for the AZ100s. So I wanted to, keeping it 100 with you guys, I wanted to show y'all what I got. Now that I showed y'all that, let me put these guys back in, because that way they'll break the connection. All right, so now with that being said, and that little explanation there that I put out there for the second song, I'm gonna tell you this. At my preferred listening level, the AZ100s, as far as bass goes, bass clarity, bass, the deep bass and everything like that, with our bass song, they are right there with the Bose QC Gen 2s. I mean, as far as bass goes, they're right there. I mean, I went ahead, I'm just saying it right now. Okay, they are right there with them. All right, now when you go into the clarity portion of it, when it comes to the mids and highs and everything, the guys they're right there. Again, these guys, I mean, this is so close here with the right setting. These guys are really, really showing improving, and they're right there with the Bose on that as well. So far, when it comes to sound, after I made that change, I was like, I just needed to find out. And I know some people are going to be like, oh, well, this is cap, and you want to favor this one or that one. No, I wanted to make sure I cover all the bases and everything like that when it came to testing these, because, and someone would have said, well, you had the bass turned down in your settings for the AZ100, and they would have a valid point. But that setting, that first preset that I showed you guys, that's the one I listened to, and these guys sound good on it. But was like, let me go back in and see. And sometimes I switch up. But I just wanted to show y'all that, yeah, even off camera, I went back and tested these two with the exact same song for the bass song. and I just changed the one thing, which was the EQ settings for the AZ100s, and that's what I got. But so I'm not going to shortchange them on that one. Sorry. I just wanted to show y'all guys that just to keep it 100. But again, the AZ100s are right there with them. And yes, for everybody, I did have LDAC turned on for the AZ100s. That was my mistake in not showing that to you guys before earlier in the video. All right. So moving on to our third song, which is our instrumental, Home by Kenny G. Both of them nice, clear, crisp high keys, and then transition into the lower keys. Fantastic sound on them. I like that transition. And then when you moved into the low keys, and you moved into the song where you brought in the saxophone, and you had that good balance with the keyboard and everything. It sound really good. The saxophone sound crisp on both of them. But you could definitely tell the difference in tuning between the two when it came to the mids, those subtle things like that. Very, very clear. And then, of course, the balance with the piano and the set spacing as well. Both of them did a fantastic job on that one. But, taking in everything that we just talked about, even with them sounding very, very close, and all three songs, I would have to go with the Bose QC Gen 2s on this one. Their mids and highs were a little bit more refined on these than it was on the AZ100s, and I think that's the only thing that separate them on the sound portion of it for me. But yeah, I mean, other than the bass, the AZ100s is right there with them, punching. The low end, love it. But when you get into the vocals, I think the mids and highs, I think the Gen 2s are a little bit more refined, a little bit more crisper on theirs and everything. So they're going to be my winner on this one. And I'm not even talking about the stuff like the mics and the noise canceling. I ain't even going to talk to you about that, because if we throw those in there, then it's both walking away, to be honest. But if we're going to focus on sound, the Gen 2s will get the win here. But I'm saying, do not sleep on the Technics, the AZ100s. I mean, fantastic sound. When comparing them against the Gen 2s, it's more of a refined sound than overall. All right, so this will wrap up episode number 1. This is already starting off with a bang and everything. I loved it, even having to go out off camera and listen to a couple things, a couple songs, changing settings and everything. But, I just had to, because I wanted to know. And, yeah, they're right there. But all right, let me go ahead and wrap this up. I ain't going to keep going talking in circles. So if you like what you see, go and hit the like button. Trust me, we got 3 more. We got some more people, some more contenders lined up, ready to go at the QC Ultra Gen 2s. So make sure you hit the like button, then hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you're notified when videos like this and others drop. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.